When everyone talks about investment or in your early 20s, you might have a confusion like how to start investing. So as a beginner, how you can choose different investment options. Hi, I'm Ashwin. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to share a detailed explanation of how I started investing as a beginner. So in the initial days where I get my first job, so I literally plan to save my entire salary in my savings account. Like 2 to 3 months later, like I realized that inflation rate of India is growing in a very rapid way. So if you're just blocking all the amount in our savings account, there is no point of earning interest in that. So because inflation rate is high than the interest that we earn in savings account. If you're saving all your amount in your savings account, it will not grow. It will only, the value of that will ultimately fall down in the long run. So later, like I realized that we need to start investing. So that's the way we can tackle inflation in a very easy way. Then I came to know that the best and safest option to start investing is fixed deposits, because the interest that you will get by saving all your amount in FD account is higher than saving that in your savings account. Still, the interest that we get from FD is lesser than the inflation rate of the country. Then I explored different options, and like I found that mutual funds is a safer option when compared to other options. But like mutual funds are like you invest on a particular fund. There are various apps like Paytm Money is there. Even you can do that in Zerodha, Upstocks, 5paisa. So I open a mutual funds account and I start investing on some large cap companies like HDFC and Axis. Later, like how mutual funds work is, so you invest something on a particular mutual fund. There will be some people who manages all the funds. They invest on multiple things. They invest on stocks, they invest on debts and equity funds. They invest on various things and they will generate income on that. When they generate income, ultimately the value of your mutual fund portfolio will get increased. And it is somewhat better when compared to FDs, but still you will get decent amount of interest, but it is not really high. So later I explored other options. So I explored stock market. So in the initial days, I feel stock market is very tough because you need a demat account, the first thing. So it is easy to open mutual funds than to open stocks. So it is something that people, I can say, face problems on. After opening your demat account, deciding on which stocks to buy is another challenge. And because stocks will not give you fixed income, so sometimes your, I can say, your investment may double in a day. Sometimes it may fall down to 50% lower. Anything can happen. So I initial days, I mean before 2 years, I felt like stock market is little bit of risky one. Then I choose an option called ETF, which is exchange traded funds. It is very simple. So even now I'm holding an ETF account. So what actually ETF? ETF stands for exchange traded funds. So if you can see, there are I use Small Cases. Small Cases is an app where you get collection of ETF resources. How ETFs work? So if you can see, I have invested on an ETF called Top 100 Stocks in India. So what it means? ETFs are like a collection of stocks. So if I invest on something called Top 100 Stock ETF, then ultimately, if you invest 1,000 rupees on that, they invest that on stocks. They invest that on top 100 stocks. So I'm making it clear. In general, ETF has, I can say, a detailed description of many things, but I'm not going to confuse you. So I don't want to confuse you. That's the reason why I'm making it short. So in ETF, you invest on a particular, I can say, particular fund. I can say it is easy to invest. So you need to link your, I can say, stock market broker to that ETF account. So if you have an, I can say, a brokerage account on Upstocks or Zerodha, you can directly link it to Small Cases. So I use this one called Small Cases. So in Small Cases, you will find different ETFs. So if I choose top 100 stocks, then ultimately, if I invest 1,000 rupees on that, it will automatically be added in your portfolio. And how they will work is, so there are some, I can say, some ETFs like Junior Bs and Nifty Bs. They invest on top 50 stocks and they invest on top 51 to 100 stocks. So it helps you because it will reduce the risk of, I can say, avoiding huge losses, because they invest on top 50 stocks. Then ultimately, the chances that your entire amount will fall down to more than 10 to 15% is lesser. So that's the reason why ETFs are safe for beginners. You need to create a demat account in a stockbroker like Upstocks or Zerodha. After that, just register in small cases. You can directly connect your stockbroker to these small cases, and you can invest on this. It is very simple. You just invest 1,000 on top 100 stocks. And if you can say, if electric vehicle market is trending nowadays, it is a future of Indian stocks. So that's the reason, if you want to invest on electric vehicles, you can find an ETF called electric vehicles. So you can find this small case in this app. If you can invest on that, they will invest on top 10 or top 20 electric vehicle stocks, and you will get profit based on that. And it is advisable for beginners. So it is something that I did initially. After that, like, I understand how stock market works, I understand how the movements in stock markets works, then ultimately now I am investing on individual stocks. So, but yeah, as a beginner, I advise to go with ETFs, because ETFs are something where you need less research. But if you're investing on individual stocks, you need a lot of research. You need to know a lot of things about the company. If you're investing on a particular company, which means you're trusting that company, you want that company to grow. So there are various factors associated with that. So, but yeah, now I'm comfortable with stock market investing. This is something that you can look for. One, as a beginner, I advise to go for ETFs, exchange traded funds. It is also kind of stock market investing again. Later, you can, if you get enough knowledge on how the movements of stock markets works, then you can invest on individual stocks. And the other way that I have added last year is cryptocurrencies. Investing on cryptocurrencies, in the initial days, I faced a lot of problems because crypto market is completely volatile when compared to stock market. Stock market, we can predict, I can say, the movements, at least somewhat. In cryptocurrencies, it is very difficult to predict the movements. It is difficult to understand the bull run versus bear run in cryptocurrencies, but it is easy to understand in stock market. You literally don't know when the crypto prices will roar and when crypto prices will fall down. It is something that difficult to understand, but yeah, as long as I kept investing my money in cryptocurrencies, then we now understand how crypto market works, how to wisely choose cryptocurrencies, and how to avoid FOMO, fear of missing out. If more people are talking about something, we tend to invest the amount on that particular thing, but it is very wrong. You don't need to follow others' opinion on investing on something. You need to do your own research. That is something I have learned. So yeah, cryptocurrencies are also a better option to start investing. So yeah, these are all the things that I have invested on. So in this journey. So, but yeah, making your complete earnings blocked in your saving accounts is not a wise thing. So if you're a wise guy, then try to invest on anything. So I have mentioned at least like 5 to 6 things. So try to invest on at least one thing, because investments are must nowadays. Because if you want to tackle the inflation rate, then ultimately you need an investment. It will help you to get financial freedom in a very early age. It also gives you some flexibility of exploring new things. Also, only invest what you are comfortable at. Like if you're earning, let's suppose if you're earning a salary less than 1 lakh, only invest 30% of your savings on any of these things, whether it might be stock market, mutual funds, whatever it might be. Don't invest everything there, because you need some amount, right? If suddenly crypto market or stock market falls, then you need some handy amount in your savings account. So it is not that you need to invest entirely all your savings on stocks or cryptos or mutual funds. But yeah, invest at least 30%. And if you're earning more than a lakh, then I can say figure out how can you invest, how much that you can save and how much that you can invest. If you think you have more expenses, then follow the same rule of investing 30% and don't invest on a single thing. So if you can see my investments portfolio, I invest on multiple things. So I have invested on mutual funds, I have invested on stocks, I have invested on crypto, I have invested on ETFs. So I have diversified my, I can say, investment portfolio on multiple things. That's the best way to do. Don't invest entirely on one particular thing. If it's crypto, don't invest everything on crypto. Invest some portion of your money that is allocated for investments in crypto, and some portion in stocks, some portion in mutual funds. It is how you need to diversify your portfolio. This is very important thing that no one will tell you. So your investment should always be diversified. So, and also apart from these digital assets, you can also invest on something like, if you're earning more money, then I also made one video on 7 investment ideas. So you can also have a look into that. You can also invest on real estate. You can also invest on renting. If you can buy something and you can rent it out, it is also a best way. So there are various things out there, but yeah, if you're a beginner, I think these investments will really help you. So always remember to diversify your portfolio, no matter how good the stock is or how good the crypto market is. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this and if you find it insightful, please like, comment, and share this video in your network. Also, if you're a new visitor to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.